Like gap to what, right? You have to think about the endpoint, where you're trying to go.
And we have a question from John, which is, were there specific product or technology gaps in the ecosystem that you were looking to fill at the time? Or did you just have a directive of looking at the ecosystem as a whole?
So the way It's an interesting question, John. Like gap to what, right? You have to think about the endpoint, where you're trying to go. And at different points in my time at Klaviyo, I would think about how app partners could fill our product gaps in two different ways. One is a gap to a customer expectation. So imagine an SMB's customer expectation of what a product should be able to do can be different than what a middle market or enterprise customer expects that same product to be able to do. So there can be a gap in there. And Klaviyo at times, depending on where our customer focus was, are we focused on SMB, we focused on mid-market or enterprise, at times we wanted to fill product, we wanted to extend product functionality through partners so that we could meet customer expectation. The other way to think about it, though, is um, in e-commerce in particular, these platforms, Shopify and WooCommerce and Salesforce Commerce Cloud and the others, each of them represent their own kind of mini ecosystem. And if you wanted to be a solution provider like Klaviyo, where you could provide your solution to merchants in the Shopify ecosystem and in the BigCommerce ecosystem and in the WooCommerce ecosystem, et cetera, you often had to think, which are the apps that we need to integrate with to be a fully baked solution in that ecosystem? So again, the gap there is not so much to customer expectation, it's what's the gap to be a credible solution in this new e-com platform ecosystem.